Hello Nidorinas and Nidorinos, it is KingNido here and we're coming to you today from Kotondo City where the bug type dust mites are hosting the spike myth Suede grunts, and the dark types, if they get a victory, will move themselves back into an Elite 4 position, whereas we have multiple sides hoping that the Kotondo dust mites lose here today to help keep their seasons alive. So let us know in the comments below who you think will win this one. Will it be the bug types? Will it be the dark types? Let's send it down. Now the Suede grunts are coming in with a 4-game win streak. They want to make it 5 as they start out with Mabostif and Skuntank. It will be Volcarona and Frostmoth starting out for the Kotondo dust mites. They do not want 3 losses in a row, as immediately O'Brien from Mabostif onto Frostmoth gets an okay hit, but Volcarona looks to respond with the Memento. It's way too early for a play like that, but that is going to lower the attack and special attack of Skuntank, but I do not know what Volcarona is doing. It hadn't even taken any damage and is such a powerhouse for the Kotondo dust mites. The Skuntank, looking to capitalize, goes with the strength sap onto Frostmoth. It's already at full strength, so all this is going to do is cut into Frostmoth's attack stat as Frostmoth looks to respond with the slack off, so it is going to restore its health. It will get back to full strength, but already the Suede grunts have the lead as out comes Arbeliever, and it is going to terrastallize into that bug typing. That is why it is a member of the Kotondo dust mites. It is their Terrastal draftee, and it takes on this spectacular form, being infested by the bugs. Mabostif still with the speed eventually goes with the Ice Punch onto the Ice type, so it's not very effective there onto Frostmoth, and Skuntank looking to follow it up, going with the Whirlpool. This will do that first hit, but it will trap Frostmoth in the Vortex, and it will continue to do more damage as the Aqua Ring is set up by Frostmoth in response. This is a good play trying to counteract that Whirlpool, surround itself in that Veil of Water, and the Spore from Arbeliever is going to put Skuntank to sleep, so Mabostif will have to do the heavy lifting whilst the Poison Dark type is asleep on the field, and there is Frostmoth having its health restored by the Veil of Water, but that Whirlpool, as we saw earlier, is going to do damage, and it will actually do more damage than is being offset by the Veil of Water, as Mabostif with the Bulldoze hits everybody on the field. It's super effective on its own teammate, taking the most damage does Skuntank. Not very effective on the bug types, Skuntank having its speed low, but so does Arbeliever and Frostmoth, everybody having their speed low. Mabostif just wants to be quicker than everyone on the field here. Now, as I said, multiple sides want the Kotondo dust mites to lose to try and help keep their seasons alive, as Skuntank does have its attack lowered by that Baby Doll Eyes from Frostmoth. Now the spikes are being set up by Arbeliever on the side of the Spike Myth Suede grunts as an entry hazard there, so anybody who comes in will be taking immediate damage from that, but Frostmoth continuing to have its health restored from the Veil of Water, but again having more damage done to it by that Whirlpool, but still offsetting that with the Veil of Water is a good play as Mabostif goes for the Dream Eater, but the only one that would work on right now is Skuntank, because it's the one that's fast asleep on the field and it doesn't want to eat the dreams of its own teammate. I'm sure they have the same dream of making the Victory Road series, as the Syrup Bomb onto Mabostif from Frostmoth gets a good hit, getting it covered in that sticky sandy syrup, and Mabostif is revealed to be Zoroark in its illusion form, as the Poison Powder now from Arbeliever will fail. You have to think it had gone for Skuntank there, as Frostmoth has its health restored here, but that Whirlpool continues to take effect. The bug types desperately want that victory here today. They want to make the Victory Road series. They have been having a great season, holding their own against so many sides, almost getting so many victories, as that sticky syrup does lower Zoroark's speed, but it's still the quickest on the field, and with that milk drink almost gets itself back to full strength, but Skuntank is still fast asleep on the field. And Frostmoth, looking to capitalize, is going to go with the Heart Swap, focusing in on Skuntank here, switching their stat changes. And now Arbeliever follows it up with the Reflect type, but that is going to fail for the Terrastal Pokemon, as Frostmoth, there's that health being restored. We will see Zoroark be slowed down yet again by that sticky syrup, and you have to wonder, will it eventually be slower than Frostmoth on this field? As that sticky syrup lowers the speed, Skuntank is now the quickest on the field, and it's awoken, and it is going to go for the Throat Chop onto Arbeliever. Gets a good hit there, and Zoroark is going to follow up with the super effective Magma Storm, and Arbeliever is eliminated. That is a fantastic play. That critical hit takes out the Terrastal Pokemon, and this is where the Suede grunts start to build that confidence and that momentum that they've shown throughout the season. Frostmoth looks to respond with the Ice Fang onto Zoroark. Zoroark losing some of that health that it had restored, and Frostmoth having its own health restored here. It will be joined by its 4th teammate shortly. There are only 4 Pokemon remaining for the Cortondo Dust Mites. There's still a full side for the Spikeman Sway Grunts, and it is Vespiquen joining it with that Unnerve ability, making the Spikeman Sway Grunts 2 nervous teeth their berries, but Skuntank is going to go for the Meteor Mash immediately onto Vespiquen. Gets in an okay hit, and Skuntank does boost its attack in the process as Vespiquen looks to respond with the Peck onto the Poison type. Gets a good hit there, and Frostmoth is going to follow it up with the Moon Blast onto Zoroark. Massive damage. Zoroark is able to hold on after that super effective move and responds with the Pin Missile. This multi-hit move gets the first hit onto Frostmoth. Gets the second hit. If it gets this third one, and it does, it gets the elimination. Frostmoth is taken out of this matchup. This is great for the Swayed Grunts. The Dust Mites need to go with something huge here. And they send out Heracross, the part fighting type, who immediately digs its way underground. And whilst it is under there, it won't be taking any damage as Skuntank is going to go with the Ice Fang, and it clearly goes for Heracross, who is able to avoid that attack. It should have gone for Vespiquen with that part flying typing, who sets up the Haze on the side of the Cortondo Dust Mites. So it eliminates all stat changes as Zoroark, who's now the slowest on the field, does set up the Sunny Day. That sunlight is going to be harsh over the field, just beaming down. And now Zoroark is back to being the quickest after that Haze, and with the smoke screen, it's going to lower the accuracy of Vespiquen. So Zoroark probably favored the most as the Dig will eliminate Skuntank from this matchup, but that Aftermath will hurt Heracross, but it still gets that fantastic elimination. The Dust Mites might be able to work their way back into this matchup as Heracross, with that Moxie ability, does get an attack boost. And now the Perish Song from Vespiquen. This is going to hurt the Dust Mites more than the Swayed Grunts. They've only got 3 Pokemon left, and it will affect 2 of them. Zoroark is the only Dark type on the field, so it is the only Dark type that will be eliminated by this Perish Song. As out comes the real Mabosstiff. I don't know what Vespiquen is thinking. Mabosstiff's taking the damage from the spikes there, and Zoroark with the Dragon Rush onto Vespiquen gets a really good hit there. And Heracross looking to respond for its side with the defense kill. No time to be boosting your defenses, Heracross. You need to go on the offensive and eliminate Mabosstiff from this match as Mabosstiff goes with the tackle onto Vespiquen, gets a good hit. And Vespiquen looking to respond with the Fairy Lock, making it so nobody can run away during the next turn. But none of these Pokemon run away. They will be here till the end, or till the end of the Perish count for most of them. And we hope if you're enjoying it as well, you will stick around till the end as Zoroark with the Slack Off, it is going to restore its health whilst that Perish Song is still in place. Zoroark gets a big health restoration, and Mabosstiff with the Fire Spin, but Heracross is able to avoid that attack, and it is going to respond now with the Infestation on a Zoroark. Super effective. You have to think that would have eliminated Zoroark already as well, but it has been infested, and Vespiquen with the Fake Tears on a Zoroark, clearly for that Infestation. Zoroark does have its special defense lowered a great deal, and there's the Infestation afflicting Zoroark, doing that damage. And there is that Perish count falling to 1 for Heracross, Zoroark, and Vespiquen. I still cannot believe that Vespiquen would make such a foolish mistake at such a crucial time as the Magic Room now from Zoroark is going to make it so everybody's held items lose their effects, and everybody in the PokeType League does hold on to a Leopard Berry as the Gust onto Vespiquen. Super effective from Mabosstiff, but it's able to hold on as Heracross is going to respond for its side with the super effective Sacred Sword, and it eliminates Mabosstiff from this matchup. It will get another Moxie boost, but that will not matter because that Perish Song is going to take it out of this match. That is terrible for the Dust Mites as Vespiquen is going to go for the super effective Arm Thrust, this multi-hit move on a Zoroark. And for just a short period of time with this third hit, the Cortondo Dust Mites have actually leveled the playing field. But sadly, that Perish Song is going to fall to 0 for both Vespiquen and Heracross as that sunlight fades away and Heracross is eliminated. Vespiquen is left by itself on the field to think about what it has set up. This is terrible for the Dust Mites as Vespiquen is eliminated, and we now have an empty field at the moment as out comes Hydreigon for the Spikeman Sway Grunts, and it will be joined by Luxray. And the last Pokemon for the Dust Mites is Scizor, as Luxray does take damage from landing in those spikes, but has that Intimidate ability to cut down on Scizor's attack stat. Now the reason it didn't affect Hydreigon is because it has that Levitate ability, but here is Luxray taking on that fantastic and scary Dark typing. We'll see if it can continue its impressive season, but Hydreigon with the speed advantage does go for the Scorching Sands here. On to Scizor, gets a great hit on the Bug Steel type, and Luxray looking to follow that up, goes with the Tackle, which is not very effective due to that Steel typing resisting it. This allows Scizor to respond with the Eruption, hitting both Luxray and Hydreigon. It's not very effective on Hydreigon, but it does need to go and try and eliminate both of them at once. I think that it would be a great play by Scizor, as the entrainment from Hydreigon is going to change that light metal ability to levitate for Scizor, so now it will avoid all ground type moves. It is immune to them as the Aqua Ring is set up by Luxray. We saw this by Frostmoth earlier, surrounding itself in the Veil of Water. Scizor with the Struggle Bug continuing to go for the double hits. This is super effective on both Luxray and Hydreigon, lowering the special attack of Hydreigon. That's a base 125, lowering it of Luxray as well. It's more of a physical attacker as it does have its health restored there. And now we get the attack order onto Scizor. Not very effective, but gets a really good hit. Now Luxray follows it up with the Aurora Beam. They are chipping away at Scizor here with that not very effective move. Scizor is going to respond with the Lunar Dance. That is going to fail, and Scizor does not want to take itself out of this matchup. The Kotondo Dustmites need Scizor to stay in this matchup and eliminate 3 dark types, as the light screen is set up now by the pseudo legendary, making them stronger against special moves. Luxray with the opportunity to follow up goes for the Stomping Tantrum, but that levitate ability will come into play. It will not affect Scizor. This is great for the part Steel type, who does go with the bite onto Hydreigon. Hydreigon tanks that move as it's not very effective, and there is Luxray continuing to have its health restored by that Veil of Water. Now the Magic Room has worn off, and Hydreigon does go and set up the Misty Terrain. This probably is the worst for Hydreigon because it weakens those Dragon type moves that it could capitalize on and get a stab boost from. And Luxray with the soft build is going to restore its health here. Luxray does get itself back to full strength, making it harder for Scizor, who goes with the Tail Slap onto Hydreigon. This multi-hit move is going to do very little damage for each hit, and it only connects twice. Unfortunately, this allows Hydreigon to respond with the Psycho Cut here. Scizor is in knockout range after that not very effective move, and now Luxray is going to go with the Energy Ball onto Scizor. Scizor taking even less damage there, so it's still able to hold on after that not very effective move, and it is going to respond with the Infestation onto Hydreigon. Super effective. We saw this earlier, afflicting Zoroark, so it is going to take some passive damage to that terrifying infestation noise as Hydreigon feels the effects, and it does go for the attack order onto Scizor, and we get the time win, but it doesn't matter because Scizor is eliminated by one of Vespiquen's signature moves, the Swayed Grunts, getting their 5th victory in a row with that, and they do move up into 3rd place as next round they will be going head to head with the Fortree Tempest, who are currently in 5th, whereas the Dust might stay in 10th, but this keeps so many seasons alive with that loss. So until next round, as the Dust Mites will be facing the Pony Timbers, but until then, sorry, Nidorinos, thank you so much for watching. Let us know in the comments below who you thought was the best on field, and if you enjoyed what you saw, please leave a like, share, subscribe, but more importantly, always remember, you are awesome, and I'll see you when you see me.